welcome everyone. So tonight I am making 2-bite turtle cookie cups. Okay, so I've already gone ahead and creamed together my butter, sugars, so brown sugar and white sugar, and vanilla. Now I'm going to add my egg and we're going to cream those together. Going to add in my freshly or just roasted pecans. I've got about a cup of pecans in there. So I roasted and I chopped them. I roasted them for about 12 minutes in the oven, and then I chopped them up. I've gone ahead and I've mixed those together. Now we're going to go ahead and mix in our dry ingredients, which are our flour, salt, baking soda, and baking powder. And as you know, I always go ahead and make sure that those are mixed together so that I don't get a bite of salt or baking powder or baking soda or something in one bite. And I always make sure, as you are aware, to make sure that I do start mixing this on slow so that I don't get the flour flying everywhere. And I always incorporate it in little batches so that it's not too much on the mixer to start off with. When you are mixing these together, that you are pressing against the sides and making sure that everything that is on the side also gets incorporated in here, as well as the bottom of the bowl. You don't want to leave anything so that it ends up being missed in there. You want to make sure it's all well incorporated and mixed well together. Okay, so there we go. So that's all mixed well together. Now we're going to take our mini muffin tin and we're going to spray it with some cooking oil, cooking spray. Okay. And now we're going to take our little mini, our cookie scoop, and we're going to take these and put them into each little tray. So this is going to give you 24 to 27 cookies approximately, if you do it this way. Now you can, if you prefer, you can use a couple of tablespoons and measure out 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons and pop them in here as well. Make sure that you try and get it centered in there as best as possible. And if you're wondering what this is, it's just a damp paper towel just to help when I need to wipe something off of my fingers, if I don't need to do a full washing of my hands. We're just going to scrape down the bowl a bit. And that got me 24. I'm just going to put this last one, scrape off the bowl just a little bit more. This last one was just a little bit small. We're just going to put that in there with it. There we go. Now we're just going to take these and we're going to put them in the oven for 12 minutes. Perfect. I will see you shortly. Okay, so my timer just went off, so we're going to now take the cookie cups out of the oven. And we're going to place them right here. And what we're going to do now is we are going to go ahead and add some caramels into the center of these. Now these might be a little bit big. You might want to use Rolos instead. My store just didn't have any Rolos available for me at the time. So I grabbed some caramels. We're just going to press them into the tops of the cookies. Or the cookie cups. Ooh, that was hot. I'm going to place them back into the oven for just a minute, just because I want to melt the top of the chocolate for a minute so that we can put some pecans on top. So yes, we've got pecans that go into it and also some pecans that go onto the top. So you're not going to have them in there for long, from 30 to 60 seconds or so, just so that you can start to melt the chocolate, so that you can put the pecans on top and the pecans will stay. Cleo, get away from that table. Just a few more seconds. I see you. You're not getting those peanut butter cookies. One of our dogs was over at the table sniffing the peanut butter cup cookies that I just made, trying to get her hands on some. Okay. So now we're going to take these out of the oven. And we're going to take our pecan halves and press them into the chocolate. And then this way, the pecan halves will stay on the chocolate. Now, once these have fully cooled down, you can go ahead with these and you can make a chocolate drizzle. So just, you can do it the double broiler method that I usually tend to do, or you can go ahead and melt it in the microwave. So just take some chocolate, any chocolate that you would like. You can use dark, milk, semi-sweet. Melt it with a little bit of butter, and then put it into just one of these, just like a little Ziploc bag, and then cut off just the smallest tiny bit of the corner, and then you can drizzle it on top. Okay, and there you have it, folks. So I'm just going to let these cool down for just a couple of minutes, and I'm going to take them off and put them, or take them out and put them onto my cooling rack. But here you go, 2-bite turtle cookies. Well, thank you, have a good night, and enjoy.